Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Conversations with the Empress. I am the Empress. And today we have yet another installment of the Raw and Real Wednesday. No graphics, no edits, just me popping my shit. You know how I do. But yes, I know you guys are used to seeing me in the bathroom, getting out the shower, doing my hair, and preparing to travel to the plantation as per usual. But, surprise, surprise, I am no longer a slave to the plantation or to anyone else. Um, Definitely happened by surprise, me not being at the plantation anymore. But what I will say, because I can't say much, is that it's the best thing that ever happened to me. Um, Anybody who knows me, even y'all for watching my show, know that I have had disdain for the plantation and many plantations. But now I am no longer on the plantation. And as scary as I thought that might be, it's really not scary. It's really a blessing in disguise. So, you know, what I'll say about life in general is that a lot of times we think that we're in control and we're doing what's best for us, but 9 times out of 10 we're not. We make decisions as people out of ego, out of fear, um just for a lot of different reasons. But at the end of the day, I feel like, at least in my situation, I'm divinely guided. I'm not making decisions in my life based off of my ego or what I feel I should have myself. I am moving under God's will and what He feels that I should have and what He feels that I should do. Um, I have never felt more spiritually connected than what I do now. Because in those moments of life where things happen that are out of your control and you feel like you're losing control, that's really when God is taking control, okay? And in all reality, I wasn't happy on the plantation for many, 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 many years, okay? If you know me personally, you know that. And, I've had plenty of conversations with people since this chapter in my life has closed. And everyone has said that, it's a blessing in disguise. I got into a conversation with my neighbor yesterday, and he was like, it's better that way than you just waste more time somewhere where you're not happy and, you're not gaining anything. If you wake up every morning and you're going to the plantation and you feel like you have to drag yourself there, you feel like it just sucks the energy out of you, it's probably not the best place for you to be. And I feel like America has us so programmed to be workers and not to be bosses. And the people who are bosses have a totally different mindset than workers, you know? It's like that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Just to sum up that book, it's this Asian dude, and he was poor, but his best friend was rich. And so he would go to his best friend's house, and his best friend's rich dad would teach him about money and being a boss. When he would go home, he would learn about education and being a worker. Why do you think schools don't prepare you to go out into the world and own your own shit? Because that's not in the best interest of the wealthy in this world. The best interest in the wealthy in this world is to have everybody go out here and think like a worker bee, not to be the queen bee. Um, and that thought in itself is scary to most people, at least in my age bracket. These young people out here nowadays, there are so many entrepreneurs. Like, you could be an entrepreneur for anything. TikTok, you could be an influencer, you could be a YouTuber. Like, there's lots of teenagers that have been making money since they were babies. as entrepreneurs, and they'll never work for anyone. And I think it's awesome. It's just that people in my age bracket, maybe a little bit younger and older, are at a disadvantage because we didn't get that type of education. We didn't have this social media and all these different things. Like, I'm learning all of this stuff. Having friends that have teenagers definitely helps me to figure out like what's on trend, how you can make money, how to put yourself out there and whatnot. But it's a whole new world as far as employment is concerned nowadays. And you know, I've always been very fiercely independent. And so working for me was just a way for me to hold on to my independence. And I never thought about the possibility of working for myself until I started this YouTube channel and I met people who actually were living off of their social media presence. And it's definitely a possibility. It's just that whatever that energy that you take to the plantation to give to somebody else, to help somebody else build their business, you need to take that energy and give it to yourself. I remember working 12-hour days, 50-hour weeks, or whatever, not hourly, just to make sure my job got done and this, that, and the third. Why can't I give myself that time? Did you ever think about the amount of effort you put into something that's not even yours? Imagine if you put that effort into yourself, and thank God, the way my situation went down, I'm good. Like, I'm good for a while. It gets given me time to really sit down and think about what I want to do, where I want to be, what my next step is going to be, and I'm not stressed. I also have wonderful parents who are super supportive of me, and they're my biggest fans, and they will never ever ever let me be out here looking crazy in these streets, okay? And everybody doesn't have that, and I count my blessings every day. But what I want to tell you guys is I'm no longer a slave. I ain't on nobody's plantation, okay? So you will not hear me say, I'm off to the plantation as per usual. I'm gonna wake up in the morning and be like, oh yes, I'm the boss of my own shit as per usual. Yeah. But yeah, another blessing in all of this is that it allowed me to really see who people really are to me and who's really for me and who really isn't. And like that type of stuff, normally you don't get to find out until something big like this happens. But I thank God for that too, because God always has a way of letting me know where I need to trim the fat, so to speak. I used to be a person that gave people a lot of chances and gave people the benefit of the doubt. I'm no longer that person. I'm no longer the person who is going to look at you and think because of what you're saying to me that you're my friend or that you're loyal to me. It's sad to say that shit has to happen for you to really see if somebody's loyal, but people need to be tested to see if they're loyal. And it's those split second things and those little things that will make or break somebody being loyal to you or not. And I definitely learned who's loyal to me and who isn't. I definitely learned who my friends are and who my friends are not. It's very clear to me now. Super clear to me now. And the funniest shit is, when people try to screw you or try to fuck you over or try to do something, and then in the end it ended up being a blessing for you and they actually fucked themselves. I mean, what is that but karma? It's karma. You cannot run from karma, bro. That's why you're supposed to do right by people. You're supposed to be to people what you want them to be to you. I don't want karma chasing me for the rest of my life, okay? It's part of the reason why I don't want to be in situations where I lie, I cheat, I steal. Like, I don't want to be in them situations with people at any type of level. Because first of all, when you're deceitful, you have to keep up with so many lies. Like, keeping up with lies is hard, because the more lies you tell, you begin to forget what's the truth and what's reality, and you might even begin to believe your own lies. Like, that's why I rather just be upfront and honest. I don't need karma knocking on my door, okay? We all face karma, whether it be good or bad. But that's why you're supposed to live your life a certain way and treat people a certain way. Um, and there's some people right now that's dealing with their karma because they tried to fuck me. So, congratulations. You played yourself. Congratulations. You played yourself. Um, but yeah. So these are my mornings. I get up when I feel like it. I work on my own little homegrown business. Several different businesses I'm working on. And, I'm going to enjoy this time of rejuvenating myself and getting my mind right and getting my game plan in order as far as my business is concerned. I do not see myself going to another plantation at all. Unless it's a plantation I built myself. In which case I will be a fair a fair and impartial employer. But yeah, I'm great. So, if you guys want to support the boss that I'm becoming, please go hit me up on Calendly. I have conversations for sale. All different types of conversations. But so far, the one that people seem to like the best is my dominatrix phone bone. Yeah, phone bone. I came up with that because, phone sex just sounds so cliche. Like, 1-800-GIRL. Mine's a little different. You have the option of having me as the submissive or as the dominatrix. I also have a conversation where you could call me and ask me for tips about kink, sex, BDSM. There's also a conversation where I will just listen. It's called Don't Talk, Just Listen. If you need to vent, if you need to just talk and get shit off your chest to a sounding board, I will be quiet and listen. Because sometimes people just want you to listen. I also have a What's Cooking food chat. If you want to call me and talk food, you want to tell me what recipes you got, you want to ask me some questions about restaurants I've been to, suggestions I might have, we can have a conversation about food. I also have a Talk to Me Nice, which is a pep talk if you're having a rough day, if you're nervous about an interview, if you have a big conversation you're getting ready to have and you need some guidance, you could call me, share with me, and I'll give you some insight, some pep talking and whatever you need. And I also have no cap no cap honest chat. That means that if you call me and tell me what's going on, I'm finna pull your card and keep it 100% funky with you and fuck your feelings, okay? So these are your options to talk to me on Calendly. So as you can see, there's a little something for everybody. Everybody is in different spaces in their life and need different types of support. And, my whole Calendly is basically to give you the emotional support that you might not have in your life, the advice that you might not have in your life. And also, to help you with the sexual side of things. And also, who don't like a good phone bone, okay? Sex sells. And, y'all sit up and watch my Freaky Friday and see me in lingerie, and I'm pretty sure y'all be thinking like, damn, I love to have a sexy conversation with her. And now you can. Hit me up on Calendly. I'll have the link in the description. Okay. And we can have that little conversation. Pick your conversation and we'll talk. But yeah, I love doing that. The other day I had a guy call me and he wanted the dominatrix Miss My Way all day phone bone session. And it was a lot of fun. I said, if I can sit on the phone and do this all day long and make money doing it, I'll be happy as a pig in shit because I love talking to people no matter what it's about. You know, it also gives you guys a chance to actually have a conversation with me. How many of the people do you watch on YouTube or your celebrities, your celebrity crushes or whatever, can you pick up the phone and call them, or they can pick up the phone and call you? I mean, not a lot. So, you know, I feel like I'm setting a precedent and I'm giving you guys some extra so we can interact. So I'm really excited about that. So hit me up on Calendly. Um, and also don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe here on my YouTube channel. All my contact information will be in the description box below. I appreciate you guys' support, and I'm happy to be going on this new journey. I'm happy to be going on this new journey with you guys, and I can't wait to see how things unfold in my life. And you guys are going to get a front row seat, okay? And you're going to get to see where I go with things. I was having a conversation with one of my good friends, Erratic Affair, nail tech extraordinaire. We've been going to Philly and getting these, like, you know, non-invasive beauty procedures or whatever. And, you know, the ride to Philly is like an hour and a half. And me and her was talking this one day. And, you know, the conversations I had with Erratic are just so uplifting and building and enlightening and spiritual. And, like, I love having conversations with her. And we were talking about this whole plantation, you know, gig coming to an end or whatever. And, you know, she was like, this is life-changing. And I said event, and she was like, no, it's not an event, it's a journey. And she said, you know, in life with people, I don't want to be a part of your event if I can't be a part of your journey. And I said, bitch, I said, that is fucking a reel right there. I said, put that shit down, like, write that shit down, record that shit. But what she said is true. Like, this has taught me that I don't want people in my life that are just along for the event, you know, when it's popping. Like, I want people that's going to ride with me through my life, in my journey, you know what I mean? And those type of people are important. So losing people that weren't down for my journey and were just there for my event is not really that big of a deal to me. I have people that are riding with me on my journey, and I hope you guys are riding with me on my journey, because it's about to be one hell of a ride. And that's the raw and real, baby. Hey, yo, thanks for watching. My contact information is below. Please go like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your support is, as always, appreciated. If you want to show that support with them dollars, though, throw your girl a CashApp, you feel me? Until we meet again, smooches.